So far we have discussed Lagrange differential equation and its series solution. For your convenience, I have mentioned here the results of the previous lecture. You have seen that Lagrange differential equation is defined in this manner: x d2y dx square plus 1 minus x dy dx plus ny equal to 0. And when we have followed the series solution method, then we have obtained the solution in this way, and you can see the result which we have obtained in the previous lecture here. The solution of this Lagrange differential equation defined in equation A was found to be y of x equal to a naught times 1 minus nx plus n times n minus 1 over 2 factorial square x square minus n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 over 3 factorial square x cube plus so on, and the kth term can be written as plus minus 1 raised to the power k n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 so on n minus k plus 1 over k factorial square x raised to the power k. So this was the solution which we have obtained in the earlier lecture while solving the Lagrange differential equation defined here in equation A. Now you can see we can write this solution defined in equation B of Lagrange differential equation in a convenient form. You can easily write this, and when we will write this convenient form, we will get a particular polynomial which is actually the solution of Lagrange differential equation, and that polynomial is known as Lagrange polynomial. But first of all, see what we can write the solution defined in equation B here. You can easily see it. So the equation B may be written as y of x equal to a naught summation k 0 to infinity minus 1 raised to the power k n factorial over k factorial square times n minus k factorial. Sorry, here there will be not infinity, but there will be n. There will be n. A naught summation k 0 to n minus 1 raised to the power k n factorial over k factorial square times n minus k factorial into x raised to the power k. You can write it. Say this is equation C. So this is actually the solution of Lagrange differential equation. Now if we take this arbitrary constant a naught equal to n factorial, then actually this solution of Lagrange differential equation is known as Lagrange polynomial of degree n. So if we take a naught equal to n factorial, then y of x defined in C is known as Lagrange polynomial. Lagrange polynomial. Lagrange polynomial of degree n denoted by ln of x, Therefore, you can write, instead of y of x, you can write ln of x, which is Laguerre polynomial of degree n. But when we can write this y of x as ln of x, when we will take a not equal to n factorial. So this will be n factorial summation k0 to n minus 1 raised to the power k n factorial over k factorial square times n minus k factorial x raised to the power k. And as you can see, this n factorial times n factorial, you can write it simply n factorial square. So Laguerre polynomial ln of x is defined in this way. This is summation k0 to n minus 1 raised to the power k n factorial square over k factorial square times n minus k factorial times x raised to the power k. So this is the defining equation of Laguerre polynomial of degree n. Now, on the basis of this definition, we can easily find the Laguerre polynomial of different degrees for different value of n. For example, I am giving here some of the values, and you will try yourself to get the other degrees Laguerre polynomial yourself. So see here, if you want to find the value of L0 of x, it means you are taking n equal to 0. So when n is 0, then the upper limit of summation will be also 0, and since lower limit is 0, so only one term for k equal to 0 will be in the RHS of this defining equation. And so you can see here the upper limit is simply 0, so there will be only one term. So you can see here this is minus 1 raised to the power 0. N is 0, so this is 0 factorial square over k factorial. K, I am taking k equal to 0, so this is 0 factorial square. N minus k, n is also here in fact 0, you can see n is 0, so this is 0 minus 0 factorial and x raised to the power 0. So you can see every term, that is minus 1 raised to the power 0 is 1, 0 factorial is 1, and x to the raised to the power 0 also 1. So this result is simply 1. It means you can see L0 of x, that is 0 degree Laguerre polynomial, is simply equal to 1. Remember it. Now let us take n equal to 1. When we will take n equal to 1, then Laguerre polynomial L1 of x will be what? You can see since n is 1, so upper limit of summation is 1. It means there will be two terms in RHS, one for k equal to 0 and another for k equal to 1. So the first term, when you will put k equal to 0, you can see this will be minus 1 raised to the power 0 n factorial square. N is here 1, so this is 1 factorial square over k factorial square. In first term k is 0, So 0 factorial square n minus k. This is 1 minus 0 factorial and x raised to the power k. Here k is 0. This is the first term. Now the second term, that is for the upper limit of summation, we will take k equal to 1. So for k equal to 1, what will be the term? This will be minus 1 raised to the power 1 n factorial square. N is here 1. So this is 1 factorial square over k factorial square. K is also 1 now. So this is 1 factorial square and n minus k. This is 1 minus 1 factorial and x raised to the power k. K is now 1. So you can see this first term is simply 1. You can easily see it. And in second term, minus 1 raised to the power 1, that will be minus 1. So here will be minus, and all factorials are actually 1. So this is simply x. Therefore you can see L1 of x is equal to 1 minus x. Now let us find L2 of x for n equal to 2. So n equal to 2. For this, actually the upper limit of the summation will be 2. So in RHS there will be 3 terms, and we can write L2 of x. This will be equal to what? In first term, there will be minus 1 raised to the power k. K will be taken 0 in first term. N factorial square. N is here 2. So this is 2 factorial square over k factorial square. In first term k is 0. So 0 factorial square. And n minus k. 2 minus 0 factorial and x raised to the power k. K is here 0. Now we will put the second limit. For second limit, k will be equal to 1. The highest limit will be 2 for k, and the second limit is 1. So we will take k equal to 1 now. So this will be minus 1 to the power 1 2 factorial square. This is n factorial square over 1 factorial square, because k factorial square, k is here 1, and n minus k. So this is 2 minus 1 factorial and x raised to the power k. K is now 1. So this is second term. Now the last term for n k equal to 2. This will be what? This is minus 1 raised to the power 2. Again n factorial square. This will be 2 factorial square over k factorial square. This will be 2 factorial square. N minus k. This will be 2 minus 2 factorial and x raised to the power k. K is now 2. So you can see in first term, minus 1 raised to the power 0 is 1. 2 factorial square by 2 factorial. So this will be simply 2. This is in fact 2. And minus 1 raised to the power 1. So this will be simply minus 1. And 2 factorial square over 1 factorial. That is in fact 1. So this will be 4x. This is 4x. And in last term, you can see this 2 factorial square and 2 factorial square will cancel, and minus 1 raised to the power 2 will be plus 1, and 2 minus 2 is 0, and 0 factorial is 1. So this will be simply plus x square. So you can see L2 of x, this is equal to x square minus 4x plus 2. So this is the second degree Legare polynomial. In fact, in this way you can easily find the value of higher order or higher degree Legare polynomial. For your convenience, I am writing some of the examples here directly, but you should try yourself. So you can see in similar manner L3 of x. will be obtained minus x cube plus 9x square minus 18x plus 6. If you will find L4 of x, you will get x4 minus 16x cube plus 72x square minus 96x plus 48. So you can see in this way we can obtain Lagrange polynomial of any degree. We will see in the next lecture the alternative expression for the Lagrange polynomial, which will be in differential form.